Buongiorno, Rocketeers. I am going to get us started right away with our Friday Read Aloud, which is from our book, Italy ABCs. We were about halfway through yesterday. We're going to finish the other half and then work on a skill that great readers do while they're reading nonfiction books. So let's go ahead and get started with our reading. N is for Naples. Naples is Italy's third largest city. It is a center for industry and culture. Many tourists visit Naples to see the stone arch called Porta Capuana, the National Museum of Archaeology, and the Piazza Reale. O is for olives. About half of Italy's land is used for farming. Olive trees grow well on the country's sloping fields. Italians make and export olive oil, which is a main ingredient in most Italian cooking. Fast fact, Italy also grows many grapes. The juice is used to make wine. P is for Pisa. The town of Pisa is famous for its leaning tower. Construction on the tower began in 1173 and continued for about 200 years. The tower started leaning early in its construction. Many construction teams have tried to straighten it, but without success. Fast fact, the Leaning Tower of Pisa is about 185 feet tall, nearly the height of a 20-story building. Q is for quanto. The word quanto means how much in Italian. For many years, Italians used the lira as their unit of money. In 2002, they adopted the euro. The euro is the common money for almost all member countries of the European Union. R is for Rome. Rome is the capital of Italy. It has been a city for 3,000 years. Today, almost 3 million people live there. Rome has many famous buildings and monuments, such as the Colosseum, the Pantheon, Trevi Fountain, and the Roman Forum, a collection of ruins dating back to 600 BC. Fast fact, according to legend, a pair of twins named Romulus and Remus founded the city of Rome. S is for scooters. Motor scooters are a common way to get around on narrow Italian streets. Scooters are like small motorcycles. They are a very popular form of transportation for people of all ages. T is for Tuscany. Tuscany is a region of western Italy. It is known for its rolling hills, cypress trees, and rows of grapevines. People in Tuscany use grapes to make a special kind of wine called Chianti. The regions of Tuscany, Marche, and Piedmont grow expensive mushrooms called truffles. White Piedmont truffles can cost up to $1,500 per pound. U is for universities. Italy is home to many old, well-respected universities. The University of Bologna was founded in the 11th century, and it is the oldest university in Europe. The University of Rome was founded in 1300. Fast fact, the astronomer Nicholas Copernicus studied at the University of Bologna in the 1400s. He was one of the first people to believe that the planet Earth went around the sun. V is for Venice. Venice is one of Italy's most unusual cities, as it is actually made up of 118 tiny islands. Its streets are canals filled with water. To get around, people travel in small, narrow boats called gondolas. Fast fact, Venice has about 400 bridges connecting its many islands. Venice is a very cool place to go and explore on Google Earth if you have it on your computer. W is for wolves. Wolves once roamed through much of Italy. Wow, didn't know that. But by 1970, just 100 remained. Most had died either because farmers shot them or because cities grew and destroyed the animals' habitat. Luckily, laws now protect the wolves. Today, there are about 400 wild wolves living in Italy's Apennine Mountains. Fast fact, the Alpine ibex lives in the mountains along the France-Italy border. The ibex is a wild goat with large, twisted horns. Its horns were once thought to bring good health. X is for exports. Italian products are sold throughout the world. Italy is especially famous for its fine leather shoes, handbags, olive oil, wine, and fancy sport cars. Fast fact, Italy produces the most expensive and recognized sports cars in the world, including the Maserati, Lamborghini, and Ferrari brands. Y is for yarn. Italy makes beautiful, high-quality yarns from wool, cotton, and acrylic. These yarns are woven into clothing items such as scarves, sweaters, and mittens. Z is for ziti. Today, pasta is eaten around the world, but the Italians invented it. There are many shapes of pasta, and each has its own name. Ziti is tube-shaped. Spaghetti is string-like. Ravioli are little pockets that can be stuffed with cheese, meat, or vegetables. Fast fact, Italians also invented pizza, a favorite food of millions of people around the world. Here is just an overview of some interesting facts about Italy. I will not read them all, but there is a lot here. Capital is Rome, official language Italian. 58 million people live there. There's a lot of interesting things here. If you wanted to pause and read them for yourself, you can do that. Here's just a little quick fun thing. These are just some words that you might want to learn how to say in Italian. One is hi. You say ciao. Goodbye. Arrivederci. Please. Per favore. Very similar to por favor in Spanish. And thank you is grazie. Yes is sí, just like in Spanish. No is no, just like in English. One is una. And two is due. So this is kind of fun. Maybe when you're done with this video, go say ciao to your mom and dad. I'm going to go back to the beginning of this book. And let's look at the name of this author. Her name is Sharon Katz Cooper. And we know that the author writes the words in a book, right? But what if someone asks you, how does the author feel about the topic of this book? Before we move on, what is the topic of this book? It's right here in the title. Think about it. What is the topic of this book? The book is all about Italy. So I'm asking you, what does the author feel about the topic? What does the author feel about Italy for this book? And what does the author think about the topic? So what the author thinks and what the author feels is the author's point of view. What the author thinks, what the author feels is the author's point of view. One strategy that you can use to look to find the author's point of view is to look for feeling words or describing words. So you're going to look for feeling words or describing words. And that's going to help you figure out what the author is thinking or feeling about the text. So here's some example of what I mean by that. Some describing words or feeling words. Words that you can look for are fun, exciting, scary, dangerous, interesting, boring, dull. And you can use these words to help you discover how the author feels about the topic. Therefore, knowing their point of view. So your thinking job today is to tell me, what do you think the author's point of view is about the country of Italy? Please comment below and I will put that in the Google Doc. I want you to think about, what does the author think and feel about Italy? Thank you, Rocketeers. You guys have been doing a great job. Please comment, let me know you watched the video, and use the Google form. I think Mrs. Myers is making a quiz today. I will be adding some questions in there. Please keep working hard. We miss you guys. Goodbye. See you on Monday.